Exodus 26. The Lord continued to speak to Moses upon the mountain, revealing the pattern of a dwelling place where his presence would rest among his people. 10 curtains of finely twisted linen were to be crafted with care, woven with threads of blue, purple, and scarlet, each stitch carrying the image of cherubim, as if heaven itself touched the work of human hands. Moses listened closely as the Lord described the length of each curtain, the loops of blue on the edges, and the clasps that would join them together as one great covering. Boards of acacia wood were to stand upright, strong and steady, overlaid with pure gold, so they would shimmer softly in the light of the lamp inside. Bars were to pass through rings to hold the structure firm so that the tabernacle would remain steadfast in the winds of the wilderness. A veil woven with colors of royalty was to be hung to separate the holy place from the most holy place. And Moses was told, place the ark of the testimony behind this veil. This was the dwelling where the unseen glory of the Lord would rest among his people. Exodus 27. The Lord instructed Moses concerning the altar that would stand before the tabernacle. It was to be square, made of acacia wood, and overlaid with brass that glowed in the desert sun. Gratings, rings, and staves were to be crafted for lifting and carrying the altar as the people journeyed. Around the sanctuary was to be a courtyard with linen hangings, bright and pure, held up by pillars of brass and silver flays. This courtyard would be the place where the people gathered, bringing offerings and seeking forgiveness. Then the Lord spoke tenderly, command the children of Israel to bring pure oil of beaten olives for the light, that the lamp may burn continually. Every evening and every morning, Aaron and his sons were to tend the lamp, a symbol that the presence of God never slept, never dimmed, never waned. Exodus 28. The Lord said, take Aaron thy brother and his sons with him, that they may minister unto me. For the priesthood was not merely a duty, but a calling, a life set apart to stand between God and his people. Garments were to be made for glory and for beauty. The ephod, woven with gold and precious colors, the breastplate that carried 12 stones, each stone engraved with the name of a tribe of Israel. Whenever Aaron entered the holy place, he carried the names of the people upon his heart, reminding Israel that God remembered each tribe, every family, every person. The robe of the ephod had bells and pomegranates around its hem, so that the sound of the high priest could be heard when he went in before the Lord. It was a sound that reassured the people their representative stood safely in God's presence. Exodus 29. The consecration of Aaron and his sons was a sacred moment. A young bull and 2 rams were to be brought forward as offerings. Aaron and his sons were to be washed, a sign of cleansing before being clothed. In the garments of holiness, oil was poured upon Aaron's head, running down upon his garments, a sign that the Spirit of God had set him apart. For 7 days, this consecration was repeated, and the altar, too, was purified and sanctified. And the Lord said, I will dwell among the children of Israel and will be their God. This was not a distant God, but one who desired to walk with his people, to guide them to be near. Exodus 30. A small altar of incense was to be built of acacia wood, overlaid with gold, its fragrance rising like the prayers of the people before the Lord. Every morning and every evening, Aaron was to burn incense upon it, a reminder that communion with God was not a rare moment, but a daily rhythm. Each man was to give a half-shekel offering as a ransom for his soul, declaring that all life belonged to the Lord. A laver of brass was to be placed between the altar and the tabernacle so the priests could wash before ministering. Then the Lord gave Moses the pattern for the holy anointing oil and the sacred incense, saying, "This shall be holy unto me." Its fragrance was not to be copied or used for any common purpose. It was the scent of God's presence among his people.